Imagine a city larger than ancient Rome, built in the heart of the Sahara, a place of towering structures, intricate waterways, and a population that thrived where modern science says life shouldn't exist. Now imagine this entire metropolis vanishing without a trace, swallowed by the sands, leaving behind no monuments, no written records, only whispers and a mystery so profound it challenges everything we think we know about ancient history. What if I told you such a place might actually exist, hidden beneath one of the most inhospitable environments on Earth? To unravel this, we need to first understand the Sahara itself. Today, it's a vast, arid wasteland, a sea of sand and rock stretching across northern Africa. But it wasn't always this way. For millennia, the Sahara has cycled between extreme aridity and periods of lush, fertile savanna. Geologists call these Green Sahara periods. The last one ended roughly 5,000 to 6,000 years ago, giving way to the desert we know today. During these verdant phases, massive lakes, flowing rivers, and abundant wildlife transformed the region into a paradise, a perfect cradle for civilization. Conventional history places the rise of complex urban societies in Mesopotamia and Egypt, much later than some of these Green Sahara periods. But what if a civilization, perhaps one far older and more advanced than we comprehend, not only arose during one of these periods but learned to somehow survive, or even thrive, as the climate shifted? A civilization intelligent enough to build monumental structures, to engineer a way of life that defied the impending desertification, only to be eventually consumed by the relentless march of the sands. Now, this isn't just idle speculation. The tantalizing hints of something extraordinary beneath the Sahara are scattered across mythology, ancient maps, and even modern satellite imagery. Legends from various North African tribes speak of cities of glass or stone giants buried deep within the dunes, tales dismissed as fanciful folklore by many. But then we encounter strange anomalies. Take, for instance, certain Piri race maps or other archaic cartographic works. Some feature rivers and lakes in areas of the Sahara precisely where modern geological surveys indicate ancient water systems once existed, systems that would have been invisible to any mapmaker after the last Green Sahara period. How could these ancient cartographers possess such knowledge? Were they mapping something from their own time, or perhaps copying earlier, even more ancient sources that recorded a Sahara vastly different from their own? The mystery deepens with modern technology. Satellite archaeology has revolutionized our ability to peer beneath the surface. Using ground-penetrating radar and synthetic aperture radar, researchers can detect structures buried beneath meters of sand. While most discoveries have revealed individual settlements or ancient riverbeds, there have been whispers circulating in obscure academic journals and among a handful of dedicated, unconventional researchers about certain patterns. Geometric anomalies too perfect to be natural, stretching for kilometers beneath the desolate expanse of the Libyan or Algerian Sahara. Vast grid-like formations, linear structures that hint at monumental engineering on a scale that defies explanation for any known ancient culture in the region. These aren't just eroded rocks, these are sophisticated, deliberate patterns. And the deeper you look, the more unsettling the implications become. Mainstream archaeology, constrained by established paradigms and the prohibitive cost of excavation in such remote and dangerous regions, largely shies away from these anomalies. They are either explained away as geological quirks or simply filed under unexplained, waiting for a bolder generation to confront them. But for those unwilling to look away, the question persists. What if these weren't just anomalies, but the fossilized remains of something immense, something truly forgotten? The most chilling and compelling evidence for this forgotten city comes from a largely unconfirmed clandestine expedition from the mid-1990s. The details are sparse, shrouded in rumor and official denial, but the basic narrative resonates with a disturbing authenticity. A team, reportedly backed by a rogue intelligence agency with an interest in extreme archaeology and potential strategic resources, mounted a heavily funded expedition into a particularly remote and unstable region of the Libyan desert. Their target, a colossal, almost perfectly circular anomaly detected by early military satellite radar, an anomaly far too large and geometrically precise to be natural. The team consisted of geologists, engineers, and a small security detail. Their mission was to drill, to penetrate the vast sand dunes and bedrock, and to confirm the existence of whatever lay beneath. What they discovered next changed everything, not just for them, but potentially for our understanding of human history. After weeks of relentless drilling through layers of sand and surprisingly hard, unknown synthetic composites, their bore cameras finally broke through into a vast, air-filled cavity. The initial images were grainy but unmistakable, colossal support pillars, intricately carved, stretching upwards into an unknown darkness. Further, more advanced imaging revealed not just a single structure but an entire subterranean complex. A city preserved for millennia, a silent urban tomb beneath the sand. Its architecture was stark, monumental, employing materials unlike anything earthbound archaeologists had ever encountered. Some described it as fused desert glass, others as iridescent obsidian-like stone that emitted a faint, almost imperceptible hum when touched. The scale was staggering. Multi-level structures, plazas, vast open spaces, all interconnected by what appeared to be subterranean transport systems, designed not just to withstand the weight of the desert above, but perhaps even to endure the shifting tectonic plates below. This was no primitive settlement. It was a testament to an unimaginable level of engineering and an advanced civilization with capabilities far exceeding anything we attribute to pre-dynastic Egypt or even later classical civilizations. The team reported finding strange, luminous artifacts, not unlike complex internal components, within what appeared to be control consoles. Most disturbing was the discovery of what they believed to be dormant power conduits, massive channels running through the city, suggesting an energy source incredibly potent and still somehow intact within this buried marvel. They were on the verge of reactivating something, a central power grid perhaps, to illuminate the entire city for the first time in millennia. But then the communication ceased, abruptly, completely. There was no distress signal, no final broadcast, only an eerie silence. Rescue attempts were reportedly launched, but nothing was found. No wreckage, no bodies, no trace of the expedition's vehicles or equipment. The vast, unmarked expanse of the Sahara had simply swallowed them whole, along with any proof of their extraordinary discovery. The circular anomaly remains on satellite maps, often obscured or edited out of publicly available data, a ghost in the desert. Conspiracy theories abound: a government cover-up, an alien intervention, a forgotten civilization's self-defense mechanism. Was the city not merely dormant, but active in some forgotten capacity? Did the team inadvertently trigger something beyond their comprehension? To this day, the true fate of that expedition and the secrets beneath the sands remain unknown. The implications are profound. If a civilization of this magnitude existed, built to such specifications, what happened to them? What cataclysm forced them underground, or what technology allowed them to simply disappear? We may never know the truth, but the whispers continue, carried on the desert wind, reminding us that perhaps, just perhaps, history is far stranger and more expansive than we dare to imagine. If you want more mysteries like this, the next video explores the chilling enigma of the star-mapping ancients and their forgotten observatories.